blowing the sterile dust off political science charts, shredding those stuffy diagrams and tables, because the sacred American Constitution is already in there anyway, cranking the cynicism to full blast, pouring rocket fuel on this bonfire of geopolitical absurdity, and watching the greatest republic on the planet cheerfully race toward its bright neo-feudal future. Donald Trump is not merely the 47th President of the United States. He is a demolition contractor, a human jackhammer who proved to the entire world that the vaunted American system of checks and balances, the one they crammed down our throats in civics textbooks, was built from snot, cardboard, and the honor system. The moment a guy with mango-colored hair and a nuclear-grade ego walked into the Oval Office, those granite institutions melted like a gas station ice cream cone on a Texas afternoon. The President of the United States brand has officially gone stale, lost its profit margins, and is being prepped for disposal. Ladies and gentlemen, meet the new models of American governance, coming soon to a showcase near you. Let's just admit it. The classic presidential election is the most expensive, idiotic, and inefficient business process in human history. Every 4 years, Wall Street and Silicon Valley are forced to pool together billions of dollars so that two elderly gentlemen can slather each other in mud on live television, kiss chubby babies in Iowa, and promise farmers the moon. Then the winning grandpa shuffles into the White House, confuses the nuclear football with the TV remote, starts throwing tantrums, and tanks the stock portfolios of multinational corporations. Big Capital is done with this circus. Why rent a politician for 4 years with the very real risk that he goes completely off the rails when you could simply convert the entire country into a standard privately held corporation? The U.S. Supreme Court has already laid the first and most load-bearing brick in the foundation of the American throne. That ruling on absolute presidential immunity for official acts is pure legal euphoria. Translated from judicial into plain English, it means if the president does something illegal but confidently declares he was saving the nation, he's innocent. Hello, medieval doctrine of the divine right of kings. Legally speaking, Trump is already halfway to being Louis XIV, except instead of Versailles silk stockings, he's wearing a custom Navy suit. Since Donald is not physically eternal, though his dietitians are reportedly perfecting an immortality recipe involving Diet Coke, his empire of aesthetic grievances and golden escalators cannot simply evaporate. The machinery of dynastic transition kicks into gear. Nobody will bother rewriting the Constitution. Too much paperwork. Power will pass within the clan. First, a loyal viceroy takes the throne, and then the princes mature, Don Jr. or Eric, whose foreheads practically glow with the desire to rule this oversized gas station. It will be the perfect, refined neo-monarchy of the 21st century. Instead of a gold crown that pinches and ruins your blowout, an iconic red MAGA cap. Instead of a scepter, a personal social media account, a single post from which can execute the market cap of General Motors or pardon a failing bank. Instead of hereditary nobility, loyal oligarch governors, and naturally, Elon Musk in the role of court alchemist and keeper of the royal rockets. Elections? Oh, they'll keep those. Every 4 years, the crowd will gather at polling stations, drop in their ballots, and throw their little carnivals. But there'll be about as much suspense as opening weekend for the latest Marvel movie. By that point, the opposition will have been officially designated heretics and enemies of American greatness, and vote counting will be handled by the Ministry of Correct Statistics. And the people will be happy because they'll be given the greatest spectacle in history, an endless prestige drama about the royal family of Washington, complete with palace intrigue, Twitter wars, and live-streamed inheritance disputes. The old American Republic was designed by slave-owning aristocrats in powdered wigs, at a time when news from New York took a week to reach Philadelphia by lame horse. They built a system meant to move slowly, weighing every step. In an era when the world changes at the speed of a click, that horse-drawn cart just doesn't cut it anymore. While Congress spends 6 months negotiating a budget and arguing about minority rights, artificial intelligence will have displaced half the American workforce, and China will have built 5 more quantum computers. Democracy has become an unaffordably slow and inefficient luxury item. America urgently needs either a crisis manager who will slash social spending with an iron fist, liquidate the unprofitable states, and padlock the borders, or a populist emperor who will get everyone marching to the same drum in the name of winning the new Cold War, as Donald Trump is not an unfortunate glitch in the Matrix. He is the grand finale, a pyrotechnic display over the graveyard of American democracy. He is beautifully demolishing the old set so that the next crew walks onto a clean construction site, and what they build there will be either a cold, corporate cyberpunk dystopia or a cheerful neo-medievalism with a nuclear arsenal.